The world forgot her name, but the scars remembered everything. Once she was the face everyone wanted to see, the woman whose smile could light up a room and silence envy with a single glance. Now that same smile is gone, replaced by a silence sharper than glass. People whisper her name in fear, in guilt, in shame. Somewhere in this city, behind layers of glitter and power, someone laughs too loud, thinking the past is buried. But the past has footsteps. And tonight, it's walking back in heels made of revenge. The city never sleeps, especially when it's guilty. The lights still glow the same way they did when Kimmy ruled the stage, soft, golden, perfect for photographs that hid the truth. Everyone remembers the girl in black. Elegant, calm, always watching. But no one remembers how she fell. No one remembers how they turned their backs when her world burned down. She was the headline once, then the scandal, and finally a ghost. The kind that haunts without a face, the kind people pretend not to see. Now, years later, everything looks perfect again. Beauty salons buzz with fake laughter, champagne flows under chandeliers, and the same names climb higher on the same lies. But in the quiet corners of the city, a name is whispered again, Kimmy. The one who vanished. The one who lost everything. The one they thought would never return. There's something strange in the air tonight. A soft wind that feels heavier than usual. Somewhere, a door closes on its own. A mirror cracks without reason. And far away, someone wearing black walks down a narrow street, each step echoing like a countdown. She's not in a hurry. Revenge never rushes. It watches, it waits, it remembers. The world that broke her doesn't know yet, but she's already here, standing in their reflections, smiling for the first time in years. In the heart of the city, a new beauty campaign launches. Flashing cameras, fake smiles, flawless faces. But among the crowd, a woman watches in silence. Her hair darker, her eyes colder. No one recognizes her. They shouldn't. She's not the same. She's something new now. The kind of beauty they can't sell. The kind that scares people who live off lies. Her name is no longer just a name. It's a warning. Somewhere, a billboard lights up with a face too familiar, too perfect. But for a brief moment, the screen flickers. The lights distort the image, and the reflection staring back isn't the same model anymore. It's Kimmy's face, smiling faintly before fading into black. People think it's a glitch, but someone in the crowd feels their chest tighten, a memory scratching from underneath. Guilt doesn't die easy, and just like that, the first crack appears in their perfect little world. The city thinks it's safe under its fake lights and plastic smiles. But something old and beautiful is coming back darker, stronger, and afraid. Kimmy doesn't need the spotlight anymore. The darkness is enough. It's where she learned the truth, that beauty fades. But revenge never does. They said Kimmy disappeared, but disappearance is only an illusion. She didn't vanish. She was remade. In silence. In shadows. In the slow burn of time that turns pain into power. The same city that once fed on her downfall now moves as if nothing ever happened. New faces, louder parties, and brighter lights meant to blind out the past. But the past isn't gone. It's alive, breathing just beneath the surface, waiting for her to lift the curtain. And tonight, the curtain rises. It begins quietly. A rumor whispered in the back of a salon. Did you hear? Someone's back. Then a message slides across a phone screen. No name, just 3 words. She remembers everything. That's all it takes. Panic spreads faster than perfume in a crowded room. People who once laughed at her start locking their doors, checking the mirrors twice, seeing things that might not be there. It's not madness, it's memory catching up. Far away, in a quiet apartment high above the noise, Kimmy stands before a cracked mirror. The glass is broken, but the reflection is whole. Her hands trace the edge of the frame. The same mirror that once showed her weakness now reflects her strength. Her eyes no longer hold tears. They hold fire. The kind of fire that doesn't destroy quickly, it melts everything slowly, beautifully, painfully. She smiles, not out of joy, but recognition. She's back where she belongs. Every empire built on betrayal deserves a fall. And Kimmy knows exactly where to start. The people who betrayed her are still shining. One of them runs a fashion house now. Another is the face of a luxury brand, and the one who smiled the night they ruined her, hosts a beauty show on television. They've built careers out of her ashes. But they forgot something. Ashes remember the flame. One by one, strange things begin to happen. A campaign launch goes wrong when the featured model vanishes hours before the show. A journalist receives an anonymous envelope filled with old photos, ones that were never meant to be seen. A brand's entire marketing footage corrupts overnight. The only image left, a silhouette of a woman in black, walking away. No words, no threats, just presence. That's all it takes to shake them. And while they hide behind closed doors, Kimmy walks freely. She doesn't sneak around. She doesn't have to. She moves through the same streets that once cheered her downfall. People glance at her, unsure if they recognize her or not. Something about her feels familiar, yet untouchable. The kind of beauty that doesn't need validation. The kind that makes silence louder than applause. She visits old places, the runway where she fell, the studio that erased her name, the cafe where they whispered behind her back. Every step she takes, the city seems to hold its breath. Every reflection she passes, the lights flicker. It's not supernatural. It's poetic justice. The world that built its fame on her face will now face her truth. But this isn't rage. Not anymore. Rage is raw, desperate. What she carries now is colder. It's control. She doesn't want to scream or destroy. She wants them to see. To see how beautiful revenge can look when it's dressed in silence and styled in black. Her return isn't loud. It's graceful, deliberate, inevitable. The cameras that once turned away now find her again. But not because she chases them. They chase her. She doesn't pose, doesn't smile. She simply exists. Every photo of her feels like a secret. Every angle tells a story no one dares to ask about. She's no longer their creation. She's the mirror they've been avoiding. And this time, the reflection won't fade out as the night deepens, the whispers grow. Her name trends again, not as gossip, but as a mystery. No one knows what she wants. No one knows when she strikes. But everyone feels it, the quiet storm returning to the place it began. Somewhere between beauty and vengeance, between power and pain, stands Kimmy, unbroken, unbothered, unforgettable. They thought they buried her, but all they did was plant her. And now she's blooming in black. The city doesn't sleep anymore. It watches. Every night feels heavier, every silence sharper. Something invisible has started to pull at the corners of perfection, tearing away the shine that once covered every lie. The glamorous streets now feel haunted, not by ghosts, but by truth walking quietly in heels down marble floors and red carpets. People who used to smile in public now whisper in shadows. One by one, their secrets rise, wearing her scent, moving with her rhythm. Kimmy isn't chasing them. She's already inside their world, turning their beauty into fear. The first to crack is Leela, the one who stole her spotlight and called it ambition. Leela wakes up to find her reflection covered in black lipstick marks. No one else is in the room. No sign of forced entry, just the faint smell of Kimmy's perfume, the same scent banned from the industry after her fall. Leela laughs it off at first, but every mirror she passes that day fogs slightly, spelling out a single word. Remember, the next morning, she cancels her show and vanishes from the press. Fear doesn't need to be loud, it just needs to be familiar. Then comes Adrian, the director who sold her story to tabloids. His latest film premiere collapses in chaos when the lights flicker mid-scene, revealing hidden footage spliced into his movie Kimmy's old audition tape, the one he promised he destroyed. The audience gasps, confused. He tries to explain, but his voice cracks. Cameras capture the sweat, the trembling. Within hours, headlines read, Adrian faces his ghosts. Kimmy doesn't smile when she sees it. She simply watches. The world is delivering her justice, one frame at a time. Behind every downfall, She leaves no fingerprints, no threats, only art. Her revenge isn't destruction. It's design. Every message, every move, planned with precision, wrapped in elegance. The city starts to feel her presence like perfume in the wind, subtle but unforgettable. People start wearing black again, subconsciously drawn to her. They imitate her old style, her tone, her grace. They don't realize they're becoming part of her masterpiece, the beautiful lie she's painting over their truth. But not everyone hides. Some fight back. The beauty house that once replaced her hires private investigators, scrubbing old archives, deleting footage, rewriting timelines. But no matter what they erase, her face keeps reappearing in advertisements, in reflections, in broken glass. One night, the CEO hosts a charity gala to move past the rumors. It's perfect, glowing, flawless, until a light goes out mid-speech. When it flickers back, every screen in the hall shows a video. Not a threat, not violence. Just Kimmy, smiling softly, standing in front of a shattered mirror. The video lasts only 3 seconds before cutting to black. The crowd freezes. No one claps. No one moves. Fear once whispered. Behind the scenes, Kimmy sits alone, watching the chaos unfold. She's not proud, but she's not sorry either. This is balance. Every betrayal has its mirror, and tonight, they finally see theirs. The people who once defined her now realize they never knew her. They only saw what they wanted to see, the version they could control. But that version died the night they laughed at her pain. The one standing now is something they created and can never erase. The press calls it the Kimmy curse. Some think she's a myth, a symbol of guilt. Others swear they've seen her, walking out of studios, standing under billboards, waiting by dressing rooms. No one knows what's real anymore. Even the city feels different, colder, darker, beautiful in a broken way. The same lights that once blinded her now burn for her. Every glow in every window feels like her watching back. And yet, under the strength, under the flawless control, something human still breathes. Late at night, she sits in silence, replaying old laughter, old dreams. She doesn't miss them. She mourns what she used to be. Revenge may look perfect from the outside, but it's heavy, like a dress made of glass. Still, she wears it proudly. Because beauty, in her world, isn't softness anymore. It's survival. The city can sense it. The storm is no longer coming. It's here. And she's not done yet. The storm has no sound now. It moves like silk, quiet, unstoppable, swallowing everything it touches. The city glows in black tonight. Billboards flicker, streets shimmer with rain, and every face hides a secret. The beauty world is trembling, not from guilt anymore, but from realization. The mirror they spent years polishing finally shows the truth. Their empire was built on someone else's pain. And she's back to collect what's hers. Kimmy moves through it all like a shadow wrapped in light. Every step she takes feels like a heartbeat the city can hear. She doesn't need to speak. The silence around her does it for her. Every eye turns when she walks by, not because they know who she is, but because something about her feels inevitable. She carries a kind of calm that only comes after chaos, the beauty that comes after breaking. She's no longer just a woman, she's a consequence. Across the city, her story unfolds in fragments. News clips flash, voices overlap, unexplained footage surfaces again. Industry insiders panic. Who is the woman in black? Every outlet tries to control the narrative, but the story no longer belongs to them. It belongs to her. For the first time, the lens turns on the truth, the betrayals, the manipulation, the lies disguised as fame. The world finally sees what she saw all along, and in that moment, something extraordinary happens. Fear turns into fascination. The same people who once destroyed her now want to become her. Fashion lines release the Black collection. Influencers quote her old interviews. Brands that erased her name now whisper it in campaign meetings. Kimmy isn't haunting them anymore. She's inspiring them, even if they'll never admit it. Revenge has shifted. It's no longer about punishment. It's about power, Inside the studio where it all began, Kimmy stands again. The same cracked floor, the same echo, but a different woman. She looks around and smiles. Everything that used to hurt now feels distant, like watching an old movie you've already outgrown. She doesn't want their apologies or their tears. She only wants the silence that follows truth, the kind of silence that makes people think before they speak her name. A slow montage begins, flashes of beauty and destruction blending into one story. Champagne glasses falling in slow motion, broken mirrors reflecting flashing lights, hands reaching for cameras that no longer work. Somewhere in the chaos, Kimmy's face glows under the streetlight, calm, centered, free. The storm that began as revenge now feels like rebirth. The night of the grand gala arrives, a celebration meant to restore beauty's image. Every important name in the industry gathers, pretending nothing's wrong. The air is heavy with perfume and pretense. And then, as the lights dim, a new video begins to play. No one knows who started it. No brand, no logo, just black and white footage. It's Kimmy standing in front of a mirror, staring at her reflection. She speaks softly, her voice steady. They said beauty was about perfection. They were wrong. Beauty is what survives when perfection dies. The audience sits frozen. Her image fades into a black screen with only one sentence written across it. This is Kimmy's story. Not yours. When the lights return, people look around, confused, nervous, speechless. Some clap, unsure if they should. Others leave quietly, holding their own reflections in their eyes. For once, the city feels honest. Kimmy doesn't stay to watch. She walks out before the applause begins, her footsteps soft against the marble. Outside, the rain has stopped. The streets shimmer like silver. She takes a breath, long, slow, final. The war is over. Not because she destroyed them, but because she no longer needs to. The power they stole has already found its way back to her.